On our student channel, I have a preview of what we can expect during the week and a couple good examples of typical fractals here. We're looking here at gold, and why did it rally during the week? We have a typical growth fractal right here. Okay. Uh, if it begins to rally, you can enter. You put your stop there. That's what happened to gold. Again, a typical growth fractal. Now, you can find the fractals on any market. If you can't find a fractal on a particular market, if you insist on trading the Dow only, it's not going to work. There's too much chaos. You have to go to a market that will give you a clear fractal and resolve any chaos. So you have some clarity. And what I have here, a couple more examples. We have one here on heating oil. We got that back in beginning of the year, I believe. Again, we have a typical growth fractal here. Okay. Again, if you can't find a fractal on uh, uh, the Dow or SPX or whatever, you go to another market and you try to find a clear fractal. All right. Very typical. It appears all the time. Go to Neil, he'll point them out to you. It's a growth fractal, and we got that in December, and it's growing. Okay, now we're looking at heating oil. Looking at during the week here, the Russell 2000, we have a typical growth fractal. We would expect that to bounce. Okay, in theory. However, if it breaks the bottom of the channel here, the trend will be down. So you have to kind of watch this. We're on a 15-minute time frame, and we're looking at the futures there. For next week. The Dow, I think, made a top here. Okay, we typically we have a 7-up decaying fractal, but it went up to 9. That's the maximum, and it did decline. It attempted to go above the top here, but I expect that to continue to go down. Okay, go to the bottom here. Now, if we go above the channel here, we're going to see higher prices. As of now, I don't believe that will happen. If you want to play it, you put your stop here and you do a trade going down. Take a look at the Dow on another 4-hour time frame. We have a typical 7 up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Uh, leg, 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 leg. Then that big leg up, that's the top. All right. So the daily fractal is aligning with that 4-hour fractal. And I believe we're going to go down on the Dow. The big picture uh, still bears. Okay, you can't find the fractal on the Dow. Well, go to wheat. We did this from March. Look what happened. Okay, here's a typical growth fractal here. Leg, leg, a big leg up. Then the decline started. You put your stop there, and you do a trade going long. Okay, you can't find anything on a Dow, go to wheat. You can't find anything on wheat, go to Treasury note. Here's a typical 7 up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up. Okay, it begins a decline. You put your stop there, and you do the trade going down. We have here another growth fractal. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Very typical. Okay. Trend will be up. I believe this is heating oil, and we detected that. Oh no, that's oats. I'm sorry. The trend will be up, but if we break the channel, then the trend will be down. Euro USD, we're looking at a weekly chart. Trend is down. If you want to find an entry point, you'll have to move from the weekly chart to a microgrid, 15-minute, 30-minute, 2-hour, 4-hour time frame to find an entry point. But I believe we will go below the channel there. Okay. Um, the yen, pretty interesting here. We have a growth fractal here, very typical. It did turn up. It kind of hesitated, and if we remain above the channel, it'll go higher. You place your stop here, and then you go long. If we begin to fall here, okay, and we break the bottom here, we can go lower. Uh, Euro, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, that's the top. Weekly, I think we're going to trend down more. Again, if you go above the channel, it'll trend higher. British pound, we have a slider top here, although it's not perfect. I would like to find a leg equal here and equal here, but it does have the form, and I think the pound will remain here again above the channel, up, below the channel, it'll trend down. Okay, so today you have a couple examples on different markets. If you can't find a fractal on a particular market, you can move around, all right? Any market you look, you're going to find fractal. And what we do, we look for, that was our trade on Friday. We picked up 41 points. A typical 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Up, one more pop up, 9. That's maximum, and it went right down, okay? On trading, you need a definite system. When to enter, when to exit. You have to know how to put your orders in, and you can read this information, and that'll kind of help you. But definitely, you need a system, and all systems don't work. So if one doesn't, try another. So we have a little recap of what happened in the past and what will probably happen during the week. The most promising, I believe, will probably be uh, that Russell bottom that is trying to hold here. If we break here, okay, you can enter, put a stop right around here. Could bounce up a little. Okay, you'll have to determine how much you want to risk. But if we break the bottom here, okay, we're going to go down. So I'm looking for Sunday and Monday to be kind of bearish. Again, if you can't find a fractal on one market, nothing is appearing, you go to another market. Here's a typical slider on the micro. Now, equal, equal, little slide there, and then went down. We had a typical decaying fractal here, but only offered a low dip, okay? But you have to look at the other time frames to find out another fractal. We have one here, and that brought everything down here, okay? And we have a typical fractal top here. I'm looking at some of the trades we did during a week here. Uh, oh, here's your yields. We pointed that out, I think, in December, and it keeps growing. And as it grows, it's going to be a little tough for the markets to rally here. So you can look at the other charts here. Okay, here's some a couple stock fractals here. We have 15% a pop there. Here's a typical slider bottom, and here's your typical decaying fractal here on a micro. Okay, and look what happened. There was a dip, a dip. I wonder if I had any. Here's a typical slider bottom there. Looking for. There's that trade we did on Friday. It kept going down, and it kept going down. Oh, Nike. We have a slider top here. Look at that. Look what happened. It took a little time. We're on a weekly time frame here, but it did work. All right. Another stock fractal, a typical growth fractal here, went up about 8%. We have another typical growth fractal here on applied materials. It popped 8%. And that was our Friday trade. And look at the yield. And we got bottom tick, I think, around December there. That's the key. If we continue to go up, the markets are going to have a tough time here. A very tough time. Okay. Hank Wernicke signing off. Have a nice weekend.